Today, we talk about 2020. Hello, everyone, and welcome to For These Are My Thoughts. I'm Blake. Please make sure that you click the like button and that you subscribe to the channel. New For These Are My Thoughts episodes come out each Sunday. The goal of For These Are My Thoughts is to help you get through the week with a laugh or a smile. Make sure you check out For These Are My Thoughts on social media. All of that is in the description below. All of us know that 2020 has been a roller coaster of a year. It started innocently enough, if you can remember back to January. It feels like a decade ago. And then very quickly turned into a dumpster fire of a meme. I think we can all agree that we wish certain elements of this year were different, or maybe I should just say better. We wish that certain elements of 2020 would have been better. But I also think that there have been some really good moments in 2020 that we have been overlooking. And, YouTube usually puts out this really cringy video called a YouTube Rewind. It's usually really cringy. That goes over the positive things of the year. And they're not doing that this year. But I do think, especially in our personal lives, it is a good thing for us, even in a dumpster fire of a year as 2020 has been, to go back and look and see and remember the good things that have happened in the year. And that might be difficult for many of us. For some of you, that might be really hard to look back at the good things. But some of you, let me know some of the positive things that have happened to you in 2020 amidst all of this chaos of the ongoing global crisis, to help me, and hopefully I can now help you process and smile, maybe laugh a little bit as we process the year 2020. First off, I want to talk about the class of 2020 because my sister-in-law, Grace, graduated high school this year in 2020 and is now in college and started college. And, as many of you know, the high school class of 2020 had a rough end of their school year, of their final year of high school, where lots of memories are definitely made. Many of them had to miss their final sports season or seasons. Many of them had to miss out on their final concerts, their final, musical performance, their, award shows, proms, and even for some, they didn't have actual graduation ceremonies. And that is sad. That is terrible. Nobody wants that. And I hope that if you are a kid or someone that, is close to someone in the class of 2020, that you were able to maybe help them grieve, or you've been able to grieve that moment. But let's not forget the fact that these young kids still managed to graduate, that they persevered enough to continue to move forward with their life, which is kind of the running theme of this video, is moving forward. They've entered that next chapter of life and done so with immense grace. And so to my sister-in-law, Grace, and to all of those other kids that were in the class of 2020, and even now the class of 2021 that has had a very different school year, hopefully you can look back and you can remember some of the highlights of the year. You can remember maybe some of the special things that happened and move forward knowing that those things are what you will hold on to and hold dear. We don't need to remember all of this negativity from this year. Next, we're going to talk about something a little more weird, and that would be my friend John. My friend John let me know that his highlight of 2020 has been buying his Kia Forte named Lizzie. Okay, all joking aside, one of my highlights, looking back on 2020, has been being able to spend time with my closest friends, Joe, Matt, and John, and hopefully in 2021 you'll get to meet Josh a little bit more, and some of my other close friends. Let me just say, I did not know that I would be able to spend as much time with them as I have been. I always knew that we would be close, that we would, be able to call each other and see each other, and it would be just like we never left each other. But I never would have guessed that we would be able to spend so much time together and be in the same area as each other for most of an entire year. I would have never have thought that we would have been able to make videos together about memes and eating Taco Bell, Taco John's, and talking about vacations and all of these other things with each other like we've been able to. And the reasoning for all that might not be the most fun, but the end result has been awesome. Being able to spend time with my friends, being able to have Hannah be introduced to them on a much more intimate level in terms of hanging out, having conversations, having a pandemic-safe friend group, a close circle of friends that includes John, Joe, and Matt, and having them be a part of Hannah and I's circle and helping each other through this mess of a year has been super helpful for me. I don't think that you would watch some of these videos if they weren't in them, because I can't do all of this on my own. I'm not as fun maybe as I think I am. So thank you to my friends for helping me process the year, and hopefully you have had people around you, in family members, friends, even coworkers that have helped you process this year, that have helped bring you a smile, that have brightened your day in some form or fashion this year. That is something that we can all look back on as we look at again the dumpster fire of the year 2020 has been, and we can be encouraged with the fact that maybe your relationships were strengthened, that you were able to get through this year with a close group of friends. Hopefully you were able to, even if it was via Zoom and FaceTime and all those other things. Growing in relationship with others is a big deal, at least for me, and hopefully it has been for you too. Moving with that thought of friendships and family is a response that I got from a friend on Instagram. It's John's oldest sister, Stephanie, who said that her highlight of 2020 was becoming an aunt for the first time. So yes, John is an uncle, and John's older sister, Becca, who is married to one of my college roommates, Hayden, had a cute little baby named Oswald earlier this December. And, things like that, becoming an aunt or an uncle, have always been a big deal, but especially in 2020, I think that's a big deal. Some people may not have had the thrill of holding their niece or nephew right away as it's been born or shortly after. But once you get that thrill, it's going to be awesome. Being able to say, I'm an uncle, I'm an aunt, has been truly, truly wonderful. And continuing again on this theme of family, of friends, of big moments in families that still happen in 2020 are weddings and engagements. And, I have had some friends get married this year in 2020. And one of my closest friends, Joe, who's been on the show, just mentioned him a few minutes ago, he got engaged to his fiancée, Hillary, this past fall. And that is a big deal. That is a massive, massive step, getting engaged and getting married. That is one that people still decided to take this year. And yeah, getting engaged and getting married during a pandemic is not ideal. Having to not see as many family and friends at your wedding, having to limit those things, maybe not being able to, hug your friends and family after telling them that you're engaged is tough, but it's still something that you can celebrate as you look back into 2020. People, again, are getting married during the pandemic, which is most likely one of the most bittersweet things ever. Not having certain family members there, but still having the thrill of marrying the love of your life. And so I want to take a minute to say congratulations to those who took big steps like that in 2020, because you should be celebrating those massive, massive steps. Big steps don't just include engagements and marriages, but they can include little things like breaking an old habit or an addiction. That's a big step to take, especially in a pandemic when you have a lot of alone time to maybe make those things worse. And people decided to take a step and make those things better. People like my older brother Brandon, who adopted a puppy. Isn't he adorable? Look at Chewy. His name is Chewy. He's an adorable little dog. But that's a big step for people. Starting a new job, moving, all these other big steps that people take in life were still happening and are still happening amidst this global crisis. And so if you took a big step this year, freaking celebrate that. Because of everything that has happened this year, everything that is continuing to go on in this world, big steps this year are more like leaps and bounds forward. And again, moving forward is where we're all destined to go. It's where we all need to go. Talking about the future, talking about moving forward, I think that, as we end a year, everyone talks about New Year's resolutions a little bit. And I do not personally do that very often. And I don't like that. I think New Year's resolutions can be silly. People usually shoot too high, aim too high. But I think that it's important to maybe look at goals and look at how we can continue to move forward. And I thought that I would share my 3 goals as I look forward into 2021. Hopefully that's okay for you. But I think, again, looking at goals for the future makes things a little easier on us. And so the 3 goals that I want to accomplish this year are as follows. First, I want to keep losing weight. I've not mentioned this on this channel yet. This is the first time I'm doing so. But when I was in high school, I was a pretty athletic and fit guy. I was, playing lots of sports, football and basketball. I was lifting a lot of weights. I was in really good shape. I was not the way I look now. And then college happened, and I got big. And it wasn't until July 2018 when I proposed to Hannah. I proposed to her in August, but in July 2018, and leading up to Hannah and I's wedding in June of 2019, I decided I need to start losing weight, and I lost around 30 to 40 pounds. So I'm a big guy now. Then I was even bigger of a dude. But I haven't really lost much since. I've kind of plateaued in terms of losing weight. And for me personally, body image and feeling good about how I look is something that I struggle with. And there's tons of people that struggle with body image, with how they look, and body positivity. Maybe you struggle with that just like I do. And hopefully this isn't too weird for me to reveal and to share with you all. But I want to aim towards continuing to lose weight and being healthier. And Hannah has helped me a lot in that regard, eating things like vegetables and fruits at almost every meal. And, eating less junk food. But I need to be better about working out and doing those things. I personally believe as a Christian that my body is a temple for the Lord where God literally dwells inside me. And that might be weird for you to hear, but that's a Bible reference. And I want to honor God with my body because he's given it to me. And the best way that I can do that is to take care of myself. And for me, I think the best way to do that is to try and lose weight. And who knows, maybe I'll continue to update you on that, with progress. But, that is a goal of mine. And maybe you have a goal similar to that, to lose weight or maybe to gain weight or whatever it may be. But know that you are worth that goal, that you should be aiming for things like that. The second goal that I want to talk about is to take a vacation with Hannah. Growing up, my family did not take many vacations. I actually talked about that a little bit with Joe in an episode titled Vacation Stories, or something similar to that. And when we did, it was usually to a family member's house or to a water park for a day or so. And those are awesome memories. I do not want my family to think that I did not like our vacations. But that is not when people think of vacation, they probably don't think of that. They think of maybe going to a different state or going somewhere exotic or Disney World or something like that. And I've never done that. There are plenty of places in the United States that I have never been and that I want to go to. And I want to do those things with my smoking hot wife. I want to go to places like the Carolinas, into Nashville. Hannah and I were planning to go to Nashville before the pandemic happened and crap hit the fan in March. And so hopefully in 2021, we can continue, or we can start to go and do that. And who knows, it might even lead to some fun content here on the channel, which leads to my third and final goal, which is to continue to grow this channel and to make videos that you want to watch. Making videos that you want to watch is important to me. Bringing a smile or a laugh to you in some form or fashion, whether it's eating Taco John's or Twinkies or hot sauce or whatever it may be, doing those things for you to make you smile and laugh makes me smile and laugh. But it also helps me through my week and through my day. And so I have some new concepts and ideas for episodes that we're going to be rolling out in the new year that hopefully you will be enjoying. I'm actually looking at one. It's off camera, but I'm looking at one that I really hope that you guys enjoy. And, the goal of this has been and always will be to help you get through your day or your week with a smile and a laugh. to provide you a place you can go and just escape, not forever, but escape for a little bit, to take a breather, to take a break, to take a deep breath and realize that the things going on in this world definitely do stink, definitely are not the way that we want them to be, but that we can have something to look forward to. And hopefully you do look forward to these videos. I look forward to helping you move forward and helping myself move forward and helping us all look forward. And I want to thank you again so much for watching, for subscribing. Hitting 100 subs this year has been huge for me. A huge confidence booster that people want to watch some basic dude talk about things that don't really necessarily matter. But thank you all again so much. If you enjoyed today's video, if you enjoy what we do here on For These Are My Thoughts, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. New episodes come out every single Sunday. Make sure that you check out For These Are My Thoughts again on social media. All of that's in the description below. Next week, we're going to be doing something different and special because it's the holidays. Hopefully you will enjoy that. Make sure you come back next Sunday to see what that is. And until next time, these are my thoughts. Let's keep moving forward together, and I'll see you soon. Hey everyone, thanks for watching the video. Please give us a like if you enjoyed the video today. You can subscribe hitting the circle button, or you can click the box to watch more For These Are My Thoughts episodes. Thanks so much again. I'll see you soon.